Hi guys, this is Derek Boujan from the U11 AAA Southern Tier Admirals, and this is our second part of our two-part series for F3 overloading in the offensive zone. These are things that we are going to challenge them to do, and the big thing about understanding the F3 and overloading is that it's not black and white. There's a lot of reading and reacting off of this, and these are the things that we are going to challenge them to learn and understand. As the game gets faster and it becomes a quicker pace at U14, 15, and 16, the kids that have the IQ and have the ability to read and react are the ones that are going to have success. This is something that at U11, we are now going to challenge them to try and develop and understand as we move forward. We're going to ask our F3 to track across the middle here. So I'm going to let this play nice and slow. You can see our F3 is coming across, putting that pressure in. We have two guys back checking through the dots, which is going to take away any pass for this guy to go cross ice. So we're in a good position here. Our F3 makes our turnover and puts that puck back in. You can see here now, if I stop it right here, we have F1 and F2 now going in on a secondary forecheck, and this is now becoming our F3, who we're going to ask to overload and make reads. Interesting play by their defenseman there, which creates a little bit of chaos, and we stay in pursuit on the puck. Now on this play here, I'd like to see our guy push down the wall a little bit more. You can see how he kind of gets off the wall, where I'd like to see him stay on the wall and keep pushing down. Just that gives a little bit of reverse easy play there, where if he stayed on that wall there, he wouldn't have let that guy escape. But my F3 does a great job. So if I back it up just a little bit, you can see if I stop here, we got F1 and F2. We have our F3 who's overloaded, who's in a good position to help out offensively and defensively. And if we continue, let's focus on what F3 does here. Doesn't overcommit, sees there, puts immediate pressure on the wall, and creates a second turnover. And so we'll just play. Number 12 doing a good job of coming in as F3, puts immediate pressure on the wall, and now we have another turnover. We put the puck back in deep, stop it here, and we have F1 going to put pressure on the puck. We have F2 reading. So the way we play our forecheck is a 2-1 stack, so we're sending two guys in the puck, and number 12 is now our F3. Good read by our F3 to come across. We see that because there's not possession here, our D does have support, that he can pinch this off. He chooses not to. Our F3 takes away the middle, and now we have another battle on the wall and another turnover. Enter through the dots. We come in, shot from the middle of the ice with a little bit of a screen. Not the best shot on net, but I don't hate the choice there, using the defender as a screen and shooting on his forehand in between the dots. But we jump on a loose puck, and now we have another turnover, and we're looking to create offense again. You can see now our F3. Now I'm going to stop it right here. So this is big. So this is our F3. He sees sole control. Okay, what I'm asking my F3s to do is to now track and take away the middle of the ice. A lot of times what you see happen here is you'll see this F3 go in and put pressure, where that's not what I want my F3 to do. I want my F3 to move across the middle of the ice and take away any play that if this defender wants to now look and move the puck to the middle of the ice to these guys that are now supporting, we take that away and we eliminate that. So my F3, I'm asking, who's right here, I'm asking him to track across, stay in the middle, and take away any play through the middle of the ice. He's got no play, so he aces the puck. So here's a second clip. Same thing, another good forecheck and a good F3. So if I let it play here, our F1 is jumping on that puck and pushing them down low in the zone. Okay, so now if we stop it here and we identify, we got F1 staying in pressure and pushing down the zone. I have F2 getting in and starting to put pressure too. And here is my F3 who's going to come across and overload. Now I stop here. We can see that my defenseman has done a really good job of crowding and taking away that wall. My F3 is in the middle of the ice. It's going to take away any play trying to get for their guy who would be swinging in this area. We create the turnover, we create contact, and now my F3 has found that soft area that we talk about. So this, now that we've created a little bit of contact, you can see that my F3 is in this little soft spot where as soon as we get possession of the puck, he is now available for offense. On his stick, off his stick, not the best shot, but definitely a good opportunity created just by some discipline with our F3 and our forecheck. So a final clip here. You can see the puck is coming up the wall. Here's my third guy. So we want this guy to read and react and get over here quickly to create our F3 overload. He gets into an overloading position. Right? Now I'm asking them to do is understand where their two wingers are, but he's in a good spot on the overload. He's passive here. He starts to track across, okay, because he sees there's a battle. So he's not jumping in on this puck, but he's tracking across. Okay, we identify my D who's got eyes up ice. He's reading and reacting and understanding that his man is this guy. We come across, we see sole possession. My D is starting to crowd it off, and our F3 now creates a turnover on the wall. So you can see my F3 here is not going to go in and put pressure here, but instead he's going to track across the ice. He's staying in a defensive position. And if my D pinches down, he can reload and come in behind and support. Create another turnover, and then that puck gets back down low, and we start all over again.